It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
I'm so sick of this fucking cookie. So far I've sat through 3 of these motherfucking movies. If I have to watch another one, I'll probably kill myself. But this is the last one. After this, we're done. So let's just get this shit over with. Ladies and gentlemen, Gingerdeadman 3. Or Gingerdeadman 3, Saturday Night Cleaver. That's not even a baked goods pun. Our film opens with a parody of Silence of the Lambs at the scientific research blah 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 blah. You can read it yourself. And with this movie being released in 2010, they only missed the zeitgeist by about 19 years. I guess I wouldn't mind that much if they didn't rely on scary movie levels of humor.
They're gonna have to lose those hoops. Any other piercings or body jewelry they can get a hold of?
I do have to admit, it is a fairly accurate parody. Everything's there. Even the multiple MIGs cum shot.
Hey Mary, how would you like to get yourself sticky with a little cream puff? I can smell your muffin.
So our Jodie Foster ripoff sees the Gingerdeadman.
Good evening, Mr. Gingerdeadman, sir. My name is Clarissa Darling. May I have a word with you, sir?
May I see your credentials, please?
Certainly.
So you go from Gary Busey to Sir Anthony Hopkins impression. Makes sense to me. So Clarissa Darling has come to the scientific baked goods thingy to offer Gingy a deal.
Mr. Gingerdeadman, sir, I've been sent here by the FBI. I am putting together a case study on just what it is that drives you to kill, sir. If you are willing to cooperate in my investigation, the DA is willing to cut you a deal. Candyland Island, just off the coast of Lollipop Bay. Every day, for 3 hours, you will be permitted to go outside into the fresh air. You will walk on the brown sugar beach. You will swim in the lemonade ocean, under SWAT team surveillance, of course.
Sounds pretty sweet to me. Get it? Because it's Candyland and it's sweet and never mind.
Will I now? Come, Clarissa. Let's not play games. Do you honestly think they can send some rookie in here to try and unlock the complicated secrets of my brilliant, sophisticated mind?
But Clarissa's meeting with Dr. Lecter is ruined by vegan eco-terrorists. Bastards!
Attention all scientific personnel. There's been a security breach. We have been infiltrated by misguided animal activists. All personnel are to evacuate the premises immediately.
Oh my God, the horror! Sweets for the sweet. Hey, Gingerdeadman, there is no FBI case. You possessed the soul of my homeless brother and drove him to kill himself. Now I'm here to even the score, you little half-baked piece of shit. No! Be free! Be free, little capuchin monkey! Be free! Run! Run as fast as you can!
Fuck you!
I'll kill you!
Fuck you,
Do you understand me, Mr. Gingerdeadman, sir? I'll kill you if it's the last thing I do. I will track you until the end of time!
Our antagonist escapes using a special time machine designed to transport baked goods. We then cut to the opening credits. But unlike last time, these credits are shit. But at least the song's catchy as hell. I gotta make this song my ringtone. So the Gingerdeadman post-credits gets transported to the far-out year of 1976. So this movie basically has the same plot as Austin Powers and Goldmember. Is it too much to hope for Michael Caine to come and save this pile of shit? Now, before we get too much into the plot, I have to say I hate the new design for the Gingerdeadman. I didn't think I'd ever be fond of the original design, but at least it looked remotely menacing. This just looks dumb. Big doe eyes should be safe for Bambi, not horror villains. So our antagonist finds himself in an out-of-sight roller disco during the 4th annual Roller Boogie Queen Contest. Unfortunately, this is the last night that the rink will be open, as the owner Trixie informs us.
Coincidentally, on this day of great roller boogie celebration, I have received a telegram from the county tax commissioner. There is a balance of back property taxes that is going to result in me closing the doors of the roller disco.
By the way, Trixie is played by drag queen Jackie Beat, who has had a pretty solid film career, appearing in movies like Adam and Steve, and also as a writer for the TV show Tripping the Rift. Yeah, you can tell I'm reaching pretty far for interesting things to say here.
Uncle Sam can't kill disco! Yeah! We're not gonna let a few back taxes shut this place down!
You're right. It'll take exactly $85,000 for that to happen.
Well, if we all work together, maybe we can raise the dough to pay for it ourselves.
Yeah! I know! Maybe we can hold a roller disco bikini car wash in the parking lot tonight!
Yeah! That'll help.
Oh, I know! We can have a roller boogie bake sale!
Or you guys could just have a breakdancing competition. I mean, haven't you seen Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo? I mean, I haven't, but you guys totally should.
Please! While I appreciate your generous selflessness, there's nothing I can do. Let's just turn those frowns upside down and keep on trucking.
So Trixie also introduces her niece, who has come to visit her, to the crowd.
Festivities begin. I'd like to introduce you all to my pride and joy, my lovely niece, Cherry. She's come here to help me pack up what's left of my dream. Please embrace her and make her feel welcome. She's all I've got left in this world.
Sherry? This is a Carrie parody, isn't it? Alright, how long until the payoff? God damn it. So the Gingerdeadman decides to stay in 1976 to cause some mayhem, leaving behind his time remote, which gets picked up by these two brats, who get transported back in time. So Trixie introduces her niece to her employee Randy in the hope that he will show her a good time. Bow chicka bow wow.
Hi, I'm Randy.
She's Cherry, and I'd like her to stay that way.
I was gonna take a break in a minute, and I was wanting to know if you wanted to go for a spin around the rink.
Oh no! Cherry isn't interested in skating, are you, dear? Oh, she'll leave that to you.
Maybe.
Now, you're far too clumsy for that, my dear.
I don't really think it'd be a problem.
No skating!
What do you have against skating? Did a rollerblade take out your family? Don't worry. I understand. My father went out the same way. So as Randy is trying to convince Cherry to rebel against her aunt, Cherry sees something.
What?
A little man, he was right over there. There couldn't possibly be a little man running around in here, could there?
Unless we accidentally let a Wayans brother in. So we cut to the back taxes roller car wash. Lowrider? You're trying to rip off Lowrider? You know what, guys? I'm feeling generous. I'm just going to improve your movie for you.
All my friends know the lowrider. The lowrider is a little higher.
Hey, it could be worse. I could have done this.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge.
So as the girls wash the cars, the Gingerdeadman watches and repeats the jerk-off gag from the second movie. And we still don't get a cum shot. So the Gingerdeadman takes them out using a tank of hydrochloric acid that was conveniently placed in the roller derby parking lot. Hehehe, dumb bitch. Meanwhile, Randy finally convinces Cherry to go skating. And do I have to improve this scene too? So Cherry's the hot new thing on the dance floor, and thus she gets a roller boogie makeover. You know, every time you guys play a song that sounds like something else, I'm just gonna play the original. Anyway, the Gingerdeadman finds his way into a woman's restroom and sticks his dick in a glory hole. I didn't know he had a dick, but whatever.
Well, what have we here? Why don't you come on over here and nibble on it for me? Let go of me, you fucking cunt! Give me that, son of a...
At least it's more tasteful than what happens afterwards.
Oh, Christ! What's that broad living on? Sawdust? Oh.
God, kill me now. So two skaters, on the trip of their lives, sneak into the supply closet and bone like stone bunnies.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
They get caught by the janitor, who they confuse for Taylor Lautner. They have a three-way and are taken out by the Gingerdeadman.
Your wish is my command!
Where'd he get a nail gun? Oh yeah, it's a supply closet.
If you build it, they will come!
Field of Dreams? Really? So Trixie catches Randy and Cherry skating and calls Cherry into her office, where they have a family spat.
So, you think you can defy me by painting yourself up like a shameless trollop and going out there and making me look like a fool?
I'm not a trollop, Aunt Trixie. I was just skating.
Just skating? Just skating? Need I remind you that you're sitting there talking to a woman whose pelvis is held together with a screw and duct tape because she was just skating?
You're a hypocrite. If you hate skating so much, then why do you own a roller boogie?
Hey, that's a legitimate point.
Little bitch! They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you.
You know, just like in Carrie. So they start fighting and Trixie tries to use her psychic powers. You know, just like in Carrie.
Why do you hate skating so much?
It was 1941. FDR was in office and the Japs were on a rampage throughout the Pacific. Skating since I was a kid, and I found myself more comfortable on wheels than I was on my own 2 feet. It was about that time the circus came to town, and I found myself barrel jumping to make ends meet. The boys loved me, especially FDR himself, who invited me to a special sunrise performance in Oahu, Hawaii. Crowd went berserk. They were chanting my name over and over as I took a running start and launched myself into the air. It was about that time the first bomb hit. The barrels scattered as I hurled myself across the marble patio. I hit the ground like a bag of wet cement, shattering my pelvis, along with the dreams of a mighty nation.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that had I not been performing that morning, December 7th, 1941, every last one of those sailors would have been manning their battle stations, and Pearl Harbor never would have happened.
Oh, Pearl Harbor's your fault. I thought it was the Japanese military, but I feel a lot more comfortable blaming a drag queen.
So you see, that's why you can't skate, Cherry.
So she can't skate because of Pearl Harbor? Makes perfect sense.
Wait. Don't go. Stay. We'll burn that dress and pray together.
I'm skating in that roller boogie contest, Aunt Trixie. I'm skating, and you can't stop me.
So Dick Breath here announces the nominees for the Roller Boogie Queen contest. Cherry gets picked, as well as the previous reigning champion, Tammy Pimento.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present our Roller Boogie Queen Corks for 1976. Here they are. Give them a big hand.
But Tammy finds out she's not going to win the contest, so she comes up with a plot for revenge.
That's it. Go get a phone book.
Why?
Because we need to find ourselves an all-night pig farm.
You know, just like in Carrie. Meanwhile, Cherry has a serious talk with Randy.
I'm right. I am seeing something running around this place.
Like what?
This is gonna sound really stupid. It's a gingerbread man.
You're right. It does sound stupid. Cherry shows him the evidence, but he doesn't believe her.
I believe something jumped out at you. I mean, maybe it was a rat or something. Or maybe somebody drugged you. Or not.
Randy, you're ruining your chance to get laid. Just nod your head and agree with everything the bitch says. Also, Gingy takes out someone while they're taking a piss. And a coke addict.
This ought to clear you out.
It was funnier when Cheech and Chong did it.
Oh, if you don't mind.
It's not really,
Back at our A-plot, Cherry is having doubts.
Can't do this. They're all gonna laugh at me.
What are you talking about?
They're all gonna laugh at me. This is all a big joke on the new girl, isn't it? I've got nothing but an aunt with a swollen eye and a broken heart.
No. What you have, my dear, is a gift. I want you to put those skates back on and get out there and win that crown. Not for me, not for you. Do it for those brave boys at the bottom of the bay.
I feel oddly patriotic. Afterwards, Trixie and the Cockbiter find the bodies of the menage a trois.
Never mind. We must alert the authorities immediately.
Yes, and we will, just as soon as we crown the final Roller Boogie Queen. This night means the world to my Cherry, and let's face it, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but boss,
No buts. We will call for a squad car the moment the winner is announced.
Yes, Chief.
That seems like a really dumb thing to do. Anyway, it's time to crown our roller derby queen.
And the winner is... Chariot Ride!
Ha! The blood fell on the wrong person. I'm so glad I waited for that joke. So the Gingerdeadman goes on a murderous rampage, killing everyone he can.
What do I do? You know what to do. You've always known what to do. You have gifts that go far beyond the roller boogie, Cherry.
Let's boogie down! Don't act so tough! Get it!
Great job, Cherry. You killed everyone, including Sarah from the first movie.
How do I look?
So cute. Oh my god, what color lipstick is that?
It's shocking pink.
Can I try it?
Oh yeah, totally.
So it looks like the Gingerdeadman is about to win when those little time-traveling brats come to save the day.
Tina Jaworski, time traveler, and her trusty sidekick, Pickles. We're back from a little trip through time, front ways, and back. Yeah, and we've seen all the trouble you caused. Fun time is over. We brought back a few friends to help even the score. Gingerdeadman, meet Adolf Hitler.
What? Hitler loves the little children, all the children of the world, except the Jews. Don't worry, they brought other friends too.
Charles Manson.
Let's do something witchy. Uh-oh.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
What's for supper?
Holy.
And Lizzie Borden.
Might I ask what year it is?
And you do remember me, Mr. Gingerdeadman, sir?
So these mass murderers destroyed the Gingerdeadman, and the two brats used the time machine to bring the skaters back to life and get a lottery ticket to pay the back taxes. And thus the day is saved, thanks to Adolf Hitler, Charles Manson, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Lizzie Borden. God, I need to take a cold shower.